Guys, going on? It's Baker. Welcome back to another Moonrise reveal reaction video. This one's a little late because I was unfortunately not able to record it yesterday. We're recording it now, though. Here we are. Late upload, but you know what? Who are we? You know, let's get into it. Mega update revealing new Earth Elestrals. I actually have not. I've seen pictures of the art of some of these cards due to like the thumbnail and stuff. I have successfully avoided, though, anything that could potentially be appearing in this video. I think the only thing that might appear in this is like some like Elestrals Clash news, since we are approaching the end. As of recording this, we're 6 hours away from the end of the Kickstarter. We hit 500,000. Guys, we unlocked not only full art Stellar Eddie, we also unlocked draft mode for Elestrals Clash. I will certainly be making some videos and live streaming that. Just also playing the game itself. So, but before that, we have to get into the new Moonrise cards. So without further ado, let's get straight on into the video.
We're counting down 32 days until Moonrise pre-orders open on November 15th, and Earthcasters, strap in. We've got some epic reveals for you.
Let me just make sure my mic's all good. Looks good. Okay.
This is it. We are down to the final few hours of our Elestrals Clash Kickstarter campaign.
We're almost done.
And you guys
Almost
have turned
out here
up in a serious way, but we still have a handful of stretch goals to go. So if there was ever a time for you to back,
these ones here on the right have now been eclipsed. We've hit those. So we have hit draft mode. We have hit the full art Stellar Eddie.
back Elestrals Clash on Kickstarter, or tell your friends about it. It is now. You guys can check out the description below for a link, but let me tell you what's coming on this campaign in these last few hours.
Yep.
As a reminder, the campaign ends at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, so there's not much time left. At the time I'm recording this video, we have raised...
As of recording this right now, it's 3:54. What is that? 6.5 hours? 6.5 hours?
It's $481,000, and we are closing in on our $500,000 stretch goal, which
Up
means
that
that
by
every
40,000
single backer
as
who
of
has
me
that
recording
Kickstarter
this.
promo pack is going to get the full art Eddie included in your packs.
Let's go.
This is going to be epic, and we're going to be introducing a draft mode to Elestrals Clash, which is the most requested feature we've had so far. As we continue to work up our stretch goals, 550,000 gets everyone a Stellar Eddie buddy in Elestrals Clash and a brand new field, the Shipwrecked field, which is insanely awesome. We're going to keep this hype train going all the way to $600,000 raised so we can get spectator mode, and we can hook up your favorite content creators with creator codes so they can get some extra love for playing Elestrals.
Yeah, it sucks that we are still... With 6.5 hours left to go in this Kickstarter, we are $80,000 away from hitting these two goals. These are two that I think are very important to the game. We might not, unfortunately, hit them. Now, I expect these to be added later down the line. I think for the most part, he's never outright said this, but I think the idea is every single stretch goal in the Kickstarter is basically, if you want it on launch, then there you go. You can get it. You can get that on launch. You can, if we hit that stretch goal, those features will be there on launch. Maybe I'm wrong about that. That's what I'm assuming. I assume we're getting spectator mode and creator codes later on in development if we don't hit the stretch goals right now. So I assume these will come just at a later date.
Elestrals Clash 2. Alpha Access is planned for December 1st, and Beta Access will be by the end of the year, with our full launch aimed for March.
Really?
So this is your...
Wait, really? Beta Access is still coming December? Alpha Access is December 1st. Beta is still... I thought Beta was going to be early 2025. Interesting. Okay.
Chance to be involved at the ground floor of us making history and creating the best trading card game digital app that's ever existed, with every single playable card for free. We're really doing it, and it's going to be amazing, and I would love for you to be a part of it. Don't forget, you can use this opportunity to upgrade your pledge to get discounted Daybreak booster boxes, more Kickstarter promo packs, additional unlockables in-game, and if you go to the Aristocrat 2 tier, you get all sorts of good stuff, man. Uncut sheets, including the Champion of A-Drive Stellar Nobby, of which only 99 copies will ever exist. You do not want to miss out on that upgrade. Do yourself a favor, head to the Elestrals Clash Kickstarter page, ensure your payment method is all up to date, because once the campaign closes, you will be charged. There's no backer kit, there's no add-ons, so this is it. This is your chance. Make sure you guys lock it in and make it happen for the Elestrals Clash Kickstarter. The fact that we're less than a month away from playing Alpha is absolutely nuts. I can't wait to jump in with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy our brand new Moonrise reveals and continue to spread the love. Tell everyone you know about Elestrals Clash on Kickstarter, and let's blow this up in the last day. Kicking things off, we've got a brand new Clovey card coming to Moonrise. Clovey first debuted in base set, and this one will have 1 attack with 4 defense. When this Clovey...
Okay, I will say there's one thing about Clovey's... I'll spoil a little thing right here in case... so if you haven't seen this video, then, you know, maybe to click off and go watch it. I'm going to be spoiling something about that's going to appear in the video, so it's not really a spoiler. But Clovey does get a new Ascension, and I've seen what it is. Not its effect. I've seen its stat line and its what's it called? Stat line and its enchantment cost. It is not a 2 cost.
Receives 1 or more Earth. You can draw a card. This card combos very well with the new Nexus counter rune Bloom. But Clovey will be receiving a new Ascension here in Moonrise, none other than Cedarsaur. I'm yelling timber for Cedarsaur as it hits the field with 4 attack and 6 defense. It is a 2-cost Earth and Frost Celestial with a super unique effect. When this Cedarsaur is sent from your deck to the Underworld, you can special cast it with 2 Earth or 2 Frost, which means that if you mill it from the top of your deck, you get to special cast it to your field, but you actually have to do so misenchanted.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
2 Earth or 2 Frost. Then it has an effect if you can get it properly enchanted that says you can expend an Earth Spirit in order to search your deck for a 3-cost Earth or Frost Elestral and add it to your hand. That means that Cedarsaur gets the ability to search out any 3-cost Frost or Earth Elestral, including the brand new Blizztrix, Centaur, and Titan. I'm sure you guys...
Certainly there's going to be a new search target for this. So far this seems to be a type of card that you either normal ascend it onto like a Clovey or something like that, or you mill it within the Blizztrix deck, cast it, on your next turn you re-enchant it with Earth, activate the effect, expend an Earth to search for a new card.
You guys can figure out some cool opportunities for Cedarsaur.
Let's see.
This card looks to be an incredible addition to the Snowlit mill deck.
Correct.
Featuring
That's what I was
Morlith and
thinking.
Avalanche and now Cedarsaur. You can kind of see what we're working with here. You have an opportunity to special cast this to your field and become an incredibly defensive
Dude, if we get a Foolish Burial... If we get Foolish Burial in this game, then this is going to be insane.
With 6 defense,
Cedarsaur might be crazy if we get Foolish Burial.
Ascension plays. Up next, we've got a zany new Earth Elestral, Cactibrol. Cactibrol sports 1 attack and 2 defense with an incredibly powerful effect. When an opponent activates a counter rune, you can disenchant an Earth Spirit from this Cactibrol in order to negate that rune. That means this thing shuts down your opponent's runes if you have
That's interesting, because that's just... So far, this is already a better version of Chains of Prometheus. There's obviously a downside. I haven't read the second effect, but there is obviously the downside that you need to cast this to your board, and when you disenchant, you lose the guy unless you have more. It's technically not a once per turn, so I mean, we'll see. Let's see what its Ascension is, though.
When a player casts Sandstorm, you can special ascend this Cactibrol to Cactibrum
Another
from your
Sandstorm.
hand or deck, which means, much like Findust, you can cast out your Sandstorm, swirl.
So we gotta, real quick, we gotta reread what Sandstorm does, because this is all the way back in Frostfall. For each Elestral that is not Earth Enchanted, return it to its owner's hand if it is in defense position. Otherwise, change it to defense position. Until the end phase, those Elestrals cannot change position. That is actually relatively interesting. It's been ages since I've read Sandstorm. I never really thought it was good. I still don't really think it's that good. Certainly, though, it has a home. It does have a home. Clearly, this is a card that's very, very powerful against any Nexus deck that is not exactly Earth Nexus. Because if you activate Sandstorm and swap all your opponent's Elestrals to defense position, let's say, for example, let's say you're playing against Water Nexus, and for whatever reason, they have a, what's it called? What is it? Dratagua. A Dratagua in attack position. You swap that to defense position, but it can no longer change. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong, isn't it? That is slightly wrong. I was thinking that it can't change positions, and so therefore you can't activate Alter and Nexusing onto it, but you don't have to, Alter does not have to change the position of the Elestral that it Nexuses onto. So never mind, that does not work. No, never mind. So Sandstorm, no, I still do not think Sandstorm is a great card. It can be helpful in certain situations, like, for example, if you're playing against an Ashdrabbit, you can just bounce it back to their hand, so that's, like, not terrible, but it doesn't destroy it, it just returns it to the hand. I don't think this card's very powerful, therefore I don't think Cactibrol is very powerful, but we haven't seen its Ascension. So let's see what its Ascension
things
is.
around quite a bit and then bring out your
is.
Ascension line just like that. But Cactobro provides some really cool support to Earth decks as a way to stop counter runes in their tracks if you can get this thing right out to the field. Whether you cast Sandstorm or normal Ascend into it, Cactobrom hits the field with 4 attack and 6 defense. It is a 2-cost Earth Elestral that says this Cactobrom cannot be targeted by Invoke runes. When this Cactobrom receives 1 or more Earth Spirit, you can special cast a Cactobro from your Underworld. So you have the...
That's interesting. Because if you just Ascend over a Cactobro, not only do you get a 4/6, you just get a counter rune negation on your board. That's interesting. That is certainly very, very interesting. I feel like it's not the best, though. This could be better. To be fair, maybe Sandstorm is now a deck that you can actually play with the Findust, Habufin, now with Cactobrom in here as well. It is still an Earth, so there's no, like, real issue with synergies of... What are they? Like, synergies with frickin'... God, I'm going crazy. Spirits, like spirit math synergies. So that seems fine. I feel like it's not good enough to be a competitive deck, but it is an interesting deck. It provides some much needed legacy support to Sandstorm because that deck has not really been a very powerful deck. Realistically ever. So it seems fun though. I would be willing to test this out at the very least.
The protection of Invoke runes on this thing, and then you can add the protection of counter runes as well with Cactobrom bringing out more Cactobrols to protect you, and next thing you know, you've got a whole field of cacti, and it's just a crazy situation.
I feel like that won't
Earthcasters
happen,
have fun exploring these goofy guys. I think it's a really fun design. I was really excited about it.
I just don't think they're very
good. I think that this card has some really interesting implications. Hopefully you guys find some fun using Cactobrol and Cactobrom.
I shouldn't say they're not good. They're not competitive, I don't think. Then we're just going back to the Elestrals class, which we already talked about. We've already hit the 500,000, guys. If you haven't backed, it's your last chance. Go back. That's going to do it for this video because I really just got to edit this, upload it, and then record the video that just came out earlier today so I don't get even further behind. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you slap that like button and subscribe for more. Hope to see all you guys in the next video. Goodbye.